takes a lot of energy just to make it through an ordinary day in our busy lives. Our energy comes from a combination of healthy nutrition, proper exercise, and making sure your hormone levels are in balance. No matter your age, hormones affect each of us, and each of us experience them very differently. Some of us might have unusual fatigue, weight gain, or mood swings, while others might have sleepless nights and hot flashes. All to say that there are so many different side effects from hormone imbalances. I'm Dr. Taz, and I want to give you the power to know your hormones and to know the common signs of when your hormones are out of whack. Come on, we have to understand this. Let's have a look at what I call the Fantastic Five. 5 hormones you need to know right now. Take a second. See if you can guess what they are. Now, the first of the Fantastic Five is one that I expect most of you have probably already guessed. It's estrogen. Estrogen is the hormone responsible for the health of our hair, our skin, our uterus, our bones, our brain, and so much more. Estrogen rises the first 14 days of your cycle and then falls shortly after that. Now, progesterone is hormone number 2. It's the hormone that helps our anxiety, helps fertility, helps regulate our cycle, our skin, our hair, again, our bone health, and even our memory. Low levels of progesterone will cause hot flashes, weight gain, and low libido. Progesterone is sometimes the hormone that's the most overlooked in Western medical exams. Your thyroid is number 3. It's the metabolic powerhouse of your entire body. Think about that for a second, of your entire body. It's responsible for focus, for your mood, for your hair health, and of course your gut health. But probably most importantly, your ability to maintain a stable weight. Most of the time, the first symptoms you'll notice are just feeling tired all the time, feeling cold, and then there's the slow weight gain, which is so frustrating for so many people I meet. The adrenal glands do a lot for our bodies, and I'm sure you've heard of them, but the one thing that the adrenal glands are very well known for is that they get triggered in times of stress. And they produce, you got it, hormone number 4, cortisol. Cortisol is the stress hormones, and our bodies need a little bit to function. That gets us out of bed, that helps us complete those projects. But when we get too much cortisol, we end up wired and tired. We're up all night long and we're sleeping all day, and that keeps us unproductive and disconnected from our lives. The 5th of the Fantastic 5 hormones you need to know is insulin. That's the blood sugar regulator. Insulin helps to manage inflammation. Now remember the connection. When insulin levels go up and down, we see spikes of inflammation. That also affects our weight, storing weight around the belly and the abdomen. And insulin will affect how sugars are absorbed into our bloodstream and how they're stored in our fat cells for energy at a later time. There are more hormones, but they're not a part of the Fantastic 5. I could also add testosterone and DHEA. They help muscle mass, they help your libido, your bone health, and even your mood. Each of these hormone levels is unique to you, and that's probably the biggest piece of information. You've got to understand the level of your hormone where you feel and look your best. The only way to establish that is to get those hormone levels checked at least every 6 months, and then to track and trend the patterns, and then you'll know how you feel through the various stages of your life. So many people come to me feeling bad, but they don't ever know what feeling good felt like. We all have way too much to do in any given day to be bothered with any of these symptoms that keep us out of balance and checked out. Am I right? So here's my challenge to you. Know your hormones. Find the right level of each of these 5 hormones for you, and let's keep tracking them. That's a part of the recipe for being super powered and being your best self. We are, after all, hormonal creatures, and if you can know and understand the Fantastic 5, then you're part of the way there to being your most powered up self.